So it's been a little bit since I've been on my bike with my camera. I've been kind of taking it easy. Today I'm going to ride around Chinatown and hopefully end up at the Eastside Deli, get a sandwich, a little breakfast sandwich with meat and heavy stuff without eggs, and then, you know, get some exercise in. Let's do it. I just started coming to this park. It's on Spring Street. I think it's called the Los Angeles Historical Park. Let's see here, hold on. Los Angeles State Historic Park. Aha, I was right. So I just started coming here, and you know what? I gotta say, it's a pleasant surprise. I used to think this was like off limit to bikes, and maybe it was not somewhere accessible to me, but then I learned how to park, where to park. And I started driving through it, and I'm really excited, really enjoying it. All right, so I had heard about this place and I want to check it out. The Eastside Deli. It's in Chinatown off Hewitt. We gotta go up some hills to get there. I think it's worth it. A little exercise, burn some calories to eat some calories. So we're gonna go through Chinatown and get some calories at 10 o'clock in the morning. Eat a sandwich. Is there a rule you can't eat a sandwich before a certain time? I think there is. I'm gonna break it today. I like to stay on the sidewalks where I can, even though it annoys the people who are walking, which is technically it's their space, but it is just too dangerous to be on the streets in Los Angeles, I think, in my little bicycle. I think it's too dangerous. Most people get out of my way, and I try to respect them as they walk too. But it's still scary. So the plan is to head up to the Eastside Deli, order a sandwich, put it in my bag, my little Brompton bag down there, and ride back to the park and have myself a little picnic. A little one-person hang out in the park by myself picnic. Am I the weird one now? Did I cross over? Jury's still out, I guess. But probably. I am probably the weird one. When I go on these rides, or if I go on a walk, I try really hard to bring good energy with me, positivity, and not throw gasoline on the fire, as my mother taught me. She taught me to make every situation worse. In her later years, she'd gotten better, but when I was formative and young and you know, learning, she loves the drama, and she taught me how to create it. And so I've had to unlearn that over the years. And I think I've gotten to a better spot. I gotta say, I'm really enjoying the Brompton now. I've had it for about a month. I got the Sea Line Bumblebee color scheme, bright yellow. I think it was a Bumblebee. I was looking for a P-Line which had the high handlebars, but it was just too much because I wanted the e-bike, so I couldn't afford it. So I got the Sea Line e-bike version, and then I went to town on the mods. I changed the handlebars out, I changed the shock absorber in the back, put a cup holder on it, found this little crossbar on eBay where I put in, where I could put my phone. Let's see if this guy's gonna go. I think I'm gonna go instead. See, most people are kind of respectful. I want to fix the brakes. The one thing I don't like about it right now are the brakes. If going downhill is you gotta be very careful. I've read online you can do a disc brake change out, but it's very hard and expensive. But I'm gonna start with the brake pads. I found a couple of companies that are a little bit more high quality than the ones that came with it. So I think that's the easiest place to start. But for right now, that's the only thing I don't like about this. You gotta be very careful going down hills. It does not stop very well. Oh man, even with the assist, this is hard. Or I'm out of shape, or both. But yeah, I'm loving this thing. In fact, let me pull over, I'll show it to you. So I swapped the seat out. I just put a chintzy one that has springs, a little absorbers, easier for my butt. I bought this little crossbar on eBay. I bought a light that flashes, which of course is not on right now. I gotta be safe, I forgot to turn my lights on. And I bought this little back bar. I bought the bigger bag. And I bought these handlebars. So I bought the C-line with the mid-size handlebars, and they were just a little too low for me, so I ended up hunching over, which is why I got these gloves with padding in it, because I pushed down on the handlebar. So I swapped out the handle grips. I'm stuck with the handlebars. I don't think I can put a new one on, and it's a little better. But I'm liking it. It was a little awkward at first, but my body's adjusting. I'm becoming sleeker and more strong, which is all I can ask for, right? So like going down a hill like this is a little scary. Like I gotta constantly brake from the top for fear that there's just no quick stopping on this. It's a very slow stop. So right about here I can let the brakes off, but anything with real incline going down is terrifying. I rode around San Pedro the other day, and oh my god, all the hills, I could not do anything safe. All right, so here we are at the Eastside Deli. Number 20? Number 20? Yeah, roast beef. Thank you, thank you. I feel like when I go out, I don't want to bring the big bag. I always want to bring the smaller one, but then where will I put all my stuff? I feel like I'm on a D&D adventure, like on a quest, and I need to put, you know, my elixirs and my mouse juice and the sparkle things that I catch in the air, so I could turn it in, so I could trade it in later for a broadsword on a better cell phone. That's D&D, right? Cell phones? So stupid. But yeah, I definitely always feel better with the big bag where I can put my stuff in, my little things. Let me go up on the sidewalk because it's safer. There we go. No bumps, no roads, sidewalks. Walk your bike at the crosswalk. I mean, I live a good life and I follow the rules. I'm a good boy. So I'm gonna go over to the park, have a little picnic, a little one-person picnic, as I said before. I wanted to get something hot, but it's like, you know how it is, like I'm not eating it there, and so it's gonna get soggy and God knows what by the time I get there. So today I got a roast beef, turkey and cheese sandwich. It said everything on it. I love coming here. I've been coming here since 1999. This area has changed in such interesting ways. Like, yes, the park is nice. What replaced it though, it was called the yard or the rail yard. It used to be like a cornfield. So this used to be like a community garden, but like a squatter's community garden, and it was great. It was a huge cornfield on one side, and everyone grew plants and vegetables. And then the city took it over and turned it into like half art exhibit, half concert space. And then now it's this park, and it took, you know, 15 years for that transformation to happen. I mean, this has been years, and it's sad that those people got displaced. But it's nice to have a park now. You know, they cleaned it up. They found some archaeological ruins. They found like an old part of the sewer system, the original sewer system from the 18th century. And then they took out a bunch of contamination that they found. So, you know, little by little, make spaces more accessible to everyone. I am in support of that. And also, I can ride my bike through here. I like that. I don't have an argument with that. All right, I'm gonna go up here because this is what I did yesterday. Let's see if they'll let me. Because this, well, my space that I've been doing my picnics are getting taken over. So let's see what happens here. Let's see if I can get through. Yesterday I was here, and some people, they were digging holes so they could golf. They were having some sort of like workshop, and they had these little pitch diggers, and they were like digging holes for, I mean, I was like, kind of felt like, well, I can put it back, but it's still super funny to me. All right, I see some trees, I see some people, I see a car. Let's see, I think I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna go right to this little shady spot. Yeah, there's a lot of work going on that I don't like, but this would be good for me to sit here. Wow. That's excellent. Wow. That is excellent. It's got a little smokiness to the turkey. The cheese is just sharp enough. They put some sort of oil and vinegar on it, a little salt and pepper, simple. That roast beef is just, ah, mwah, mwah. That was so good. Holy cow. The way the mayo and the mayonnaise mixed together, it created a party in my mouth in such a way I've not experienced since college. That was good. All right. Time to ride. I can only say good things about the East Side Deli. Holy crap, that was good. It was just, the bread was just that perfect chewy, crunchy, crusty, and the meat was all just like, just the right amount of lean and fat, and you know, turkey tasted like turkey, the roast beef tasted like roast beef. You could tell the cheddar was a little bit sharp. Salt, pepper, felt like to me a little bit oil, vinegar, and then like a mixture of mayo and mayonnaise. Woo! Just like Mama used to make. Oh man, I wish. My mother's favorite food was Parmesan, shredded Parmesan cheese and cottage cheese over halved pears in syrup. Like, so you put the pear in a bowl with the syrup, you cover that with a dollop of cottage cheese, and then sprinkle that with Parmesan cheese. Not like it was bad, but like, holy cow, that was not something I wanted to eat every day. Oh, our fair city. You know what? Say what you will, public transportation here is getting better and better. Every year, they're adding in a bike lane, or they're adding in new things. They just opened up 3 new stations. Like, they're trying as hard as they can. It's just no one wants to ride it because it's full of mentally unstable individuals. and crime. You know what I mean? Like there's just they're even though they police the heck out of it. It's not, I don't know that it's even their fault. It's just this is the city we live in. It's just a very dangerous city, and there's not enough people riding it to displace the crime. I think that's what's happening. It's not even that, you know, nature abhors a vacuum. I think it's not even that it's their fault. It's just no one's on it. So then everyone else thinks, oh, well, this is a perfect place for me to hide out. I would do it too. Ironically, that's why I got the Brompton, because I wanted to use the public transportation more. I wanted a bike that was small enough I could collapse it, put it on the train. And then I ended up not using it on the train. Oh man, I love Los Angeles. I mean, I love hate, right? Like, unlike a lot of people, most people maybe at this point, LA is becoming unaffordable. You know, even with my savings, I can barely afford my mortgage, and I was lucky. I got a mortgage. I'm like everybody else though, like I'm struggling to make ends meet right now. I have a place to live, but it's quickly becoming unaffordable, like everything else in my life. I got a divorce a couple years ago, but we're still, yeah, I still owe her money. So it's just something to deal with. Like, all my money's leaving me. It doesn't like me. My money doesn't think I'm a good friend. And that's the way it is. I will say that my ex treated me well on the way out. She did not throw the book at me, as she could have. Not because I deserved it, just because, you know, she could have been a lot stricter. I still ran out of money. So I don't know. There's no real way to win. Don't get married, kids. Even with a prenup. Just, although California has common law, so you kind of get attached financially no matter what. Well, how about this? Get married, but then divorce the day before 10 years, your 10-year anniversary. Because everything changes after 10 years. How's it going? Always got to say hi to the boys in uniform, even if it's a boy wearing a smock and a reflector vest. Uniform to me. All right, let's see if I can get through here without getting killed. Coming through. I'm coming through. I'm coming through. All right, so I'm gonna go straight because I think that's what life wants me to do. Oh. Will I make it? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I will. I'm gonna make it. Always gotta look to the right for the little things. There you go. So we're passing Olvera Street here on the right, the oldest street in Los Angeles. One little section, I guess, from the 1800s is left. It's a little touristy spot. There's some good spots there. That churro place is my favorite churro place in the world. I think I did this yesterday. I had to push my bike up. Yeah. Because I cannot do a bunny hop in this thing. Or anything, for that matter. I'm not that guy. I'm not a bunny hopper. I'm not a bump taker. I'm a rule follower. For the most part. I'm learning though, living down in South LA, I have learned that you have to break the rules to survive. Not hurt anybody, but like you cannot obey the rules. You cannot trust the police. You cannot trust the infrastructure. You have to do a lot of stuff on your own, which the city doesn't want you to do, but they're not there for you. And so you have to do it on your own. And that's, I get it. It's living down in South LA has given me so much insight to my fellow Angelino. when I first moved here, I lived in the valley, and then I lived on the east side, and now I live in the south side. And let me tell you, it is rough down there. Rough. Oh man, that bus scared me. He got me, almost caught me sleeping. He scared me. I really thought I was done for. I heard the noise, the call of the wild, calling me back. I'm coming, mama, I'm coming. Yeah, it's a little scary. LA is a little bit rough, man. But that's what I like about these bike rides. Like, they're a little bit hectic, a little bit dangerous. So it takes your mind off of the stress. Like the things I would normally be spinning out on, I don't now. You know what I mean? I feel like this helps me focus on staying alive. And that's important. Instead of, like, you know, worrying about where my next paycheck is going to come from, which is also staying alive, but worrying about the stuff I can't control. This is like, don't get hit by a bus. You can control that for the most part. Know what I'm saying? Path of least resistance. That's what I'm doing today. Wherever the light is green, that's where I'll be seen. City Hall. Very interesting. LA is so interesting. The urban legend, although it's not an urban legend, I've seen the videos on it. There's a elevator at City Hall that goes under to the LA tunnel system. There's a tunnel system under Los Angeles. They used to use like utility corridors. And I guess they got used in during Prohibition to move liquor. But I am not brave enough to find the elevator. One day. All right, path of least resistance. Here we go, going straight. Les Miserables. I think it's insane that we have so many people living on the street that require mental help, but we don't help them. I don't understand it. I don't get it. We're not talking about, that's why I think it's the term is shifting from homeless to unhoused. It's like, it is not just people out of work. It's people that if you gave them a job and gave them a house, they would come right back to where that tent is. They're mentally ill. They're not getting help that they need. Not their fault. They're not bad people. They're just, you know, they need a little help. So I don't know. That is Los Angeles right now. In fact, the whole West Coast, maybe all of US, but definitely San Francisco, Seattle, Portland, and now LA. It's like, I don't know. I just don't get it. I just don't, the money is being spent elsewhere, or we just don't care. I don't know. I can't, a combination of everything, you know, all the above. Path of least resistance. Let's see. Six. I want to go across. I think I want to go down. I think I want to keep going up. There we go. Move on up to the east side. I don't know that song. Not a city worker. She's wearing the vest and nothing else. All right, I'm going across here. Let's see if I can do it without getting killed. There we go. All right. Gonna come up here on the left will be the Disney Music Hall. Very nice place. Very shiny during the day. I want to go this way. The road is on the other side. Look at that, it's so crazy. All right, so I'm in dangerous territory here. I'm in the middle of the street going the wrong direction. That's how I do things, though. Cutting corners. I mean, it's how I get... Have you ever heard that saying, how you do anything is how you do everything? One little cut corner makes a mistake means like that your whole life is like that. And that's how I am. Everything is a little bit off. Almost fitted. These little skinny little tires on the Brompton are very hard for bumps. And even though I'm in a city, there are a lot of bumps.
I faxed it and I emailed it to him.
Alrighty. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Luckily, I'm very strong. Lots of muscles. All right, so we want to get down there. So I'm gonna go down here and take a left somewhere. If this car will let me around. It will. With a little assist from me. My bike gives me an assist, and I give everyone else an assist. Look at this guy going uphill without any pedaling. Whoa. He doesn't look comfortable. This guy's, God knows what he's doing. All right, so 5th, I believe we're on Grand. Yeah, 5th and Grand. We're gonna go down here, take a left. Pershing Square should be on our right. We'll come back up. Yeah, see what I mean about the brakes? Like I'm holding it as hard as I can and the thing is still moving. I would not be able to stop if I wanted to. Whew. Terrifying. Terrifying. There's the Biltmore Hotel on the right. I've worked there many days. It's a fun old hotel. There's Pershing Square on the right, so which means we are going to go left. the gas building. They have a great helicopter pad at the top. I've shot up there as well. It's definitely it's definitely intense. Somebody's honking. Somebody doesn't like it. So like I said, even with the assist, I get a lot of exercise. This is hard. For me, at least, the assist does not take away the exercise. All right. What happens if I just go straight? What happens if I just go straight? What happens? Have I mentioned I hate my life? Have I talked about that? So about 5 years ago, I separated from my wife. And then a couple of years ago, we got divorced. 18 years of marriage. Poof. It took both of us to fail, but she was the one that asked for it. So I've had to kind of like, you know, deal with that, process that over the last couple of years. And even now, I can't quite make sense of it. She looked me dead in the eye. She knew exactly who I was. She knew me better than anyone in the world. And she said, I can do better. It's, you know, when you, till death do us part, that means nothing. Getting married, that means nothing. Yeah, try not to be bitter about it. I try to just like learn from it. But it's a really hard thing to get rejected like that. She has her own version of the story. I have my version of the story. Yada yada yada. Of course, I'm only giving you mine because I can control that. But it was definitely her in the end that said to me, "Shame on me if I stay." And I was like, "All right." And it wasn't like I was doing anything wrong. We were just having trouble with both of us. But that is how the world works sometimes. And I'm in a place right now where I'm not going to ever date again. I'm not going to ever marry again. I don't want it. I'm not interested in it. I tried it. I did not like it. Everyone is awful. She's the only one I ever wanted to get married to. We had a ton of problems. She was awful in her own way. She is awful, just like me. I was awful to her in my own way. And it wasn't that we grew apart. We were always like that. We just got married too quickly and didn't know. We were young, so we put up with a lot of stuff that we shouldn't have. All right, see if I'm going. Am I going? I'm going. But I still think we should have stayed together. I really do. I really think that a marriage, a 10+ year marriage, 20-year plus marriage is always going to be hard. The marathon is hard. It will never, no matter who I end up with next, I will end up in the same place. The difference is now I have the tools to deal with it, whereas before I did not. And that's huge. But that's what hurts me the most, honestly, is that we were a good partnership. We hit a hard spot and we didn't know how to deal with it. And we gave up, you know, both of us. I mean, in the end, she was pulled the plug, but it was both of us going, I just can't go on. I still blame her. That is my right. All right. All right, well, that's enough of the sad stuff. That's the happy stuff. So homelessness in LA. What are we gonna do? Oh man, I love this bicycle. Brompton. Oh, it took me, like I said, it took me a little bit of getting used to. I'm still trying to figure it out. It's a little small for my angle seat, but holy cow. Oh, there's the elevator. That's it. I don't know if you can see it. That's the elevator.
We have a tire patch.
I don't have anything. I just got it. I have nothing. Are you stuck? Sorry, sorry. That reminds me, I gotta get a tire patch. I got nothing. I'm out here. It's like, you know, no water, no tire patches, no money. If anything happens, this is it. This is where I live forever until someone comes and gets me. In a crosswalk, this is be the death of me. I just know it. I'm gonna go across one time and a car is going to come roaring around the corner. I'm pretty visible though, but you never freaking know. Something like this, people are gonna come flying out. Just a little bit, just the tip, she said, just the tip. Some people who ride bikes look at stairs and go, I could go down those. I look at stairs and go, I'm glad I'm on a bike and I don't have to use those. Wow, what a beautiful city and a beautiful day. Oh my God. Could not ask for better. I just don't look at people anymore. I just don't make eye contact. If they like me, they don't like me, I don't care. I just don't look. I'm by myself. That's how I treat the world. One day I'm gonna miss my second wife because I'm gonna look away and she's gonna be like, but honey, I'm like, no, I don't see you. I'm alone. I'm alone forever. Like if they called out to me, nice bike, nice wheels, cool hair, great moves. Like if they said something to me, I'd be like, okay, brakes. You know, it would take me 30 feet to brake, turn around. Hey, what'd you say? Nice wheels? Yeah, you got nice stuff too. What's going on? That's how I flirt. So stupid. All right, so I'm gonna go straight. This is a lie. I'm not gonna go right. Oh yes, I'm gonna go right. I lied. I lied about lying. I just know it's more crowded down here. We'll find out the hard way. I think what I'm gonna do though is go straight towards Philippe's. And then I will turn around. And then we shall find out together if I made the right call or not. Let's see. Can I squeeze through here? Will the bus let me? Probably not. Sorry. See, I made it. We did good. We done good, kid. We done good. I didn't know it would be crowded over there with vendors. I didn't want to get involved.
See, that is there.
So we're in the side streets of Chinatown right now, which I like. You know, people living their lives, no pretense, no bullshit. selling God knows what for the money laundering. Oh, there's a barbecue restaurant. Probably also a money laundering operation. That's just how it works. Again, that's what you gotta do to get by. All right, so this is gonna get a little hairy. If I don't see, yeah, see this car's turning right. So you have to pay attention. Then this car's gonna turn left. I'm gonna go in front of them. I'm like a little OCD, a little bit, and a little problems talking out loud what I do as I do it. Alrighty, on the move. Man, the hardest part, all right, I'm gonna talk about my marriage again. The hardest part about going through divorce has been all your life plans are gone. And I know that's not 100% true, right? Like you can still do the things you wanted to do, and then some can be replaced and it's maybe better. It doesn't matter. What I'm saying is all the things you had planned on that had gotten momentum, they were up and running, they're moving. It takes a lot of energy. It took 2 people 18 years to get some of them up and running. And then they're just gone. So we had a company together that she took. I had to give it to her so I could buy her out. So it was one of the pieces of things I had to give to her so that she wouldn't, I didn't owe her more money, but she took it. That's gone. That's, 15-year endeavor. It's over. I had dreamed that we were gonna move to Mexico, retire to Mexico, live in Mexico. I probably still could. But she's a Mexican citizen. Us being married opened up a lot more doors than what I'm currently, have access to. That's gone. We had a house. We had to sell the house. We had a 2.75 interest rate. Gone. I could go, the list goes on and on and on, but that's what I mean. Like, it's just stuff that you're like, this is me forever. This is what I will be. I can see the trajectory, and that's over. Over, and done with. Now, at 50, I've got to start all over again and create new momentum. It's not even new plans. My plans are the same. I still want to go to Mexico. I still want to continue my job as a sound person. I still want to write more. I still want to make more things, be more creative. Nothing has changed, but everything has changed. Now, I don't have access to all the things that she took. She took all the money too, because that was another thing. I had to buy her out. So now I'm left with, a place to live, but very little in liquid assets, and no company, no more Mexico, at least not the easy street Mexico, and all the places that we would go to in Mexico. I don't know the country as well as she did. She grew up there, and now, no, all gone. So that is that, as they say. I begin anew, a clean slate. And that's a good thing. Like I said, I gotta try to find the positive. It's a good thing. Start over, I'm freer, I'm more nimble, more agile. I can do things I never thought I would do before. Like ride a bike and put it on YouTube. That's stupid. Yeah, they're really risky things. Things that no sane human would do if they were in a good marriage. With dreams, with plans for the future. No one would cast this die as I have. No doubt. All right, well, whatever. For what it's worth, life is still good. It just sucks. Horrible. But I love it. Except when I don't, which is most days. Until I do. And then sometimes I'm back to I don't again. Boom, 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 boom. That's somebody's job up there, making that noise. What are you doing today? I want to make some noise. Anything else? Oh, whatever. I love it. I love my job. Why would I change it? I love it. How was it work today? Some kid was singing along while I was doing my drill. I didn't like it. Maybe you could jump over to the hammer. No, I love the drill. It's who I am, honey. Been doing this for 15 years. Doing this for 18 years. I don't want to change. I don't want to change my drill. You could switch over to the hammer. No, honey, I've been doing the drill for 18 years. I don't want to switch. Are you mad, woman? Just, I love you. I just want to give you attention if you need it. I don't need it. I'm fine. I don't need anything. I got a drill. I'm gonna drill the rest of my life. Everything's okay. All right, fine. You want some dinner? I'm not hungry. I'm very hungry. Hello. Oh my God. I'm not funny at all. But I make myself laugh, and so F off. Oh man, that was so much fun. That was Chinatown, Eastside Deli, which I think is still in Chinatown, and then downtown a little bit. We got into it, talked about my marriage, my divorce, things that matter to me. It feels good, and it was great to be outside again. It's just a beautiful LA day. Like, God bless this country. God bless LA. Even when it's hard, even when life is sucky, there's so many things. This trip was a perfect example of how it can be good even when it's bad. Take that with you.